Gelson Fernandes. Brought him in to rally the team together, don't let people complain, and he's about to leave. So, it's gone well, really well. Yes, hello everyone. Gelson Fernandes will be leaving Leeds United. Not really a big surprise. 9 appearances in his time here with us, and he's played at a 6.6. You play at that level in this team, you'll be out. Well, having said that, the majority of the team is playing that at the moment. We went on a little bit of a bad run of form, if you can believe it, after losing that game to Fulham. Drew 0-0 with Preston, drew 1-1 with Birmingham, lost to West Brom, drew 0-0 with Brighton in the FA Cup, but in the last 2 games turned it around a little bit. Sheffield Wednesday beat them 4-2 at home, and we've actually overturned going 1-0 down away at the Annex, and now we are playing Brentford in the 4th round of the FA Cup, although that will not be in today's episode, but still very good to turn it around against a Premier League club no matter what happens today. However, we've got a big game against QPR in the context of the top 6 and the playoff positions, and also a home game against Millwall. We are still currently second, but not by much. As you can tell, Reading have really managed to close the gap on us and Fulham. We're actually somehow only 2 points beyond Fulham because they've gone on a pretty poor run of form themselves. Reading, however, just continuously keep winning, and now, like I said, 1 point behind us and really, really threatening to upset the promotion apple cart. Let's hope that doesn't happen. QPR are a further 5 points behind us, but they're playing exceedingly well at the moment. Mark Warburton's got them playing some really good football, and we need to be at our best today if we are going to beat them. Let's hope that we do. And the injury situation is not really helping that. I say injury, it could also be the suspension situation. Helder Costa's carrying an injury. When is he not? And he will be back in normal training tomorrow. Liam Cooper is suspended again. Barry Douglas is injured for 5 to 8 weeks. He will definitely not be playing in the Premier League. If we are in the Premier League next year, he won't be at the club next year. That much is for sure. Stuart Dallas is also injured for 5 to 10 days, which is great. I have brought in a player, Adalberto Penaranda. So yeah, I've brought in Adalberto Penaranda with a view to getting rid of Patrick Bamford, who frankly has just done nothing but cause me hassle since I first got it. He's wanted by loads of clubs. They're just not willing to pay the £7 million that he is worth, and it's highly frustrating. Having said that, though, young Tyler Roberts has stepped in, and in his last 2 games has scored 5 goals, so he's in very, very good form. If he can continue that, then it's not too much of a problem at all, and hopefully Penaranda will just help him, you know, kind of keep his game up, really. That's what I need him to do. He's played really, really well at the moment. He's carrying the goal-scoring hopes of a team that is a little bit devoid of confidence, it is safe to say. So as you can tell, I'm struggling a little bit to field a team, really, today. The team I've got is absolutely knackered. Casillas in goal. Davis, Casey, White and Berardi make up the back four. Very, very makeshift, so expect us to concede goals today. Forshaw and Phillips are in the middle. Not been playing at their best. Calvin Phillips in particular has kind of let me down a lot in recent weeks. Only playing at 6.8. Could do a little bit better. Kishner, on the other hand, has been even worse at 6.58. He's finally having a little bit of a dip. I'm not going to have a knock at him. He's been really good all the way through the season. He's entitled to have a little bit of a dip in form. He couldn't keep it up forever. Klitsch is going to be playing in the middle because Pablo Hernandez is absolutely shattered. Jack Harrison is on the right in Helder's absence. And to be fair, actually, he's played quite well. He has got himself a goal, and that was on his debut for the season. And obviously, Tyler Roberts is leading the line up front. So at the moment, we're kind of just struggling through games. I have got more players coming in, and they may well be signed today, so I won't ruin them for you just yet. Looking at their team, they've got 2 outstanding players in, actually 3, in Jack Clark, who's obviously on loan from Tottenham, a very, very good player, an ex-Leeds player as well, just to be even more annoying. But the real man to watch out for is, of course, Eber Eze, who's absolutely superb on this game, and it's just a great football in general. I would absolutely love to have him on the save this year. And Jordan Hugel up front, who has got 11 goals so far this season. If only I had a striker that could get me that many as well. Right, well, we're on the back of a 2-game winning streak. Yeah, I know, 2 games now counts as a streak, but I'm hoping that we can turn it around today and actually play really well. Get ourselves a good performance here. A draw is fine. You know the system that we play. You know that the way we play. We don't change for anybody. And annoyingly, we're 1-0 down. I just completely missed it while I was making changes. Not brilliant, but yeah, good. Well, Jack Clark's already scored against his old team. It's good. Lee Wallace here just gets the ball, whips in across. And yeah, Jack Clark. Not a great start, viewers, not going to lie. Not great in terms of the fact that I missed the goal. Not also good in terms of the fact that we're 1-0 down within 6 minutes. It's just great. I don't expect anything out of this game because we've got barely anyone playing. I'm in a really, really bad rut. at the moment on FM. None of my teams are particularly playing well in any of my saves. I'm not feeling particularly confident in my ability on it right now. And to be fair, like, I don't know. There's just certain things about the game at the moment that I'm not getting to grips with, and I'm not getting a rub of the green. It's safe to say either. There's not been a lot really going my way recently, and it's good to see that that's carried on to this save as well. So it's good. It's good. It's fine. I can cope with it. Again, not dominating any of the ball here. We can't really get the ball down of any variety, but we are at least hitting off shots, which is something, and 2 of them on target. It's just the fact that, again, we're not really very clinical in any capacity at the moment. Brighton was the first time I've seen us being quite clinical in any capacity. We literally had around about 5 shots, and he managed to score both of them, or 2 of them anyway. So, I mean, it was a decent performance, but I mean, Kishner again today, playing at 6.3. I don't know what's happened to him. There's form going off a cliff, and then there's this. This is like literally abysmal from him. He's gone from being one of my best go-to players to being someone who's just absolutely awful. And the only reason I can think of that is because he's knackered. But we don't have the ability. I don't have the squad depth to be able to sort that out. As Jack Clark somehow just dances around all my players and nearly scores again. And we're somehow it's 1-0, and I have no idea how. Reading are winning. We've dropped to 3rd, which is not ideal. I'm getting a bit annoyed. I've told Kishner off. I've brought on Pablo Hernandez for Klitsch, who's just had yet another really, really disappointing performance. I feel bad for Oliver Casey. He's been thrown in at the deep end. There's not a lot he can do. I'm going to move Berardi in, and I'm going to bring on Luke Ayling, even though he's not 100% fit. I've got to take Casey out of the firing line, bless him. There's nothing he can do about it, and I feel for him. He should be really being eased into a team that's actually in some vein of form. And you know what, Adam Forshaw, that's really going to help me, mate, actually. You know, giving away that pen, that's really going to help me, so thank you for that. Honestly, just literally anything in this game that could go wrong at the moment is going wrong. Manning scores, and at the moment I can't guarantee we'll make the playoffs, but at the moment, with the way Reading are playing, with the way QPR are playing, the way we're playing, more importantly, I can't see anything but playoffs again for us this year, which would be incredibly disappointing considering the start that we got off to. Kishner over a free kick, whips it in, and they've cleared it. Berardi, though, on the ball. Come on. We've been really good at comebacks all year this year. If we can get something out of this, it shows that there's still a little bit of fight in this team, which at the moment is probably the thing that's annoying me the most, is that there just seems to be a certain real lack of quality and a lack of effort, which is probably the worst thing about it. The pressing slightly off, I mean, from Kishner there, that is atrocious. He's literally he's not even tried to play a passive ball there properly. That is awful from Kishner. But I have no one to bring on. I have such a depleted squad. I've got no one to bring on. Somehow that's not gone in. It just... There are a few times I ever call out myself on FM or teams and stuff, but this is... The word insipid springs to mind with this team at the moment. This is an insipid performance. It reeks of fear. It reeks of a team completely out of their depth and out of form. And that ball just goes to show it. There's no plan there. They're not playing the way that I want them to. That's a decent ball over to Tyler Roberts. Come on, Tyler, finish it, mate. And any time I do get close, I would give anything for Kiko Casilla to save a one-on-one or to save a shot. I'd give anything to see Kiko Casilla save a shot. Watching it, I'm genuinely now at breaking point. I'm at breaking point on this save. I'm at breaking point in this effing game at the moment, because literally every game just feels like a complete and utter whitewash. It feels like I can't do anything right at the moment in any capacity at any level. I feel so out of my depth and just like, well, I shouldn't do though, because I'm a very good player of this game. I know that I'm a good player of this game, but at the moment it literally just feels like anything the game can do just to piss me off, it just does. You look at the stats there, yeah, they've had maybe one more shot on target. They've had one more shot, but they've scored both of them. You know, and it's just so irritating, because we play quite well, but we just don't do enough of it. Tyler Roberts goes through. Come on, mate. I mean, I thought they'd fixed one-on-ones. Literally, it still feels every time I go through on a one-on-one like we're never going to score. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It's just bollocks. Oh, well, I'm trying. It's so hard to be kind of like upbeat and yeah about everything at the moment of this game, because literally every game I go into I lose, and I know that it's going to happen. I'll just say they're unlucky. I don't mean it. They were god awful, but I can't continue to piss them off like I have been. And yeah, Yeah, problems. I've got problems everywhere. Can't score, can't defend. I've got no players. I've got no flipping players. It would be great if I didn't get all my players injured all the time. That alone in itself would be a wonderful thing. I know that we're playing a high-tempo football. I know that, but like literally, like the ones I'm getting are for like 5 or 6 months. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, do me a favour. This will help. One of my first signings in. Where's Morgan? There you go. Big centre-back, big leader, big character, experienced Premier League winner. I'm very, very happy with that, actually. I have to say, getting Wes Morgan in, I think, will do us the world of good. And it might give me another way of playing. And our other signing has finally now joined as well. Welcome, Mohamed Darame. Maybe one for now, maybe one for later on. But I have to say, explosive pace, very, very technically good. And I think could be a wonderful player for us. Got him for £3.9 million as well. He's been in very good form recently as well. He's got only 8 goals in 26 games for Copenhagen, but at the same time, he's only 18 years old. So, a well-known player pretty much on this game. I think that he could do us the world of good. Martin O'Neill was in charge of Millwall as well, which I didn't realise. So that's a big turn. God, he's a big manager for this level, is Martin O'Neill. Now, Millwall are really, really struggling in the league, okay? So this is a big moment for me. This is a big chance for us to kind of get ourselves back in amongst it. Gelson Fernandes is gone. It was a complete mishap, and I'm hoping that him going will help the squad kind of like dynamic a little bit, because I think he was a bit of a bad egg. So the fact that he's gone does make me a little bit better. Oh, for God's sake. I've got so many people on international duty. I'm going to at least register Wes Morgan. Where is he? Right, only real change to the size that Pablo Hernandez has come back in. He's back in the attacking midfielder role. And Liam Cooper's come in as well to partner with Ben Wright at the back. So giving Casey a bit of time out because he got a bit of a hard going over in the last game. Hopefully we'll be able to break them out today. I'm going to get aggressive, so I expect to see a much better performance than last time. We just need to build some form of some variety. We have got some alright fixtures coming up. I just need to make sure that we don't get into a proper rut, if that makes any sense. We need to make sure we win our home games and keep going. At the moment, Fulham, 5 points ahead. Less worried about that, more worried about the teams behind us. And oh my God, I didn't concede from a set piece. Yes. Brady, this is a great run down the line. Go on, mate, whip it in. I feel better now knowing that we've got more signings in. I've got a bit of a bigger squad. That's a brilliant goal from Calvin Phillips. And man, have I needed him to step up this year. It's only his second goal of the season. It's not really good enough for the calibre of player that he is, but it is a massive goal in the context of our season. We need to start building form right here, right now. And already the shadow of Gelson Fernandes is gone. Get in, Calvin. Great goal. Great start. Come on. The other thing about buying Wes Morgan in as well is that even though he might not be at a Premier League level anymore, he is a former Premier League winner. So if we do go up next year, there is an eye on the fact that he has got experience, which I think is a very good thing to have. Please get rid of this. Calvin Phillips into Harrison. Right, away we go. Come on, Forshaw. Play a decent pass. Davis on the ball. Been my young player of the season without a shadow of a doubt so far this year. He's been absolutely amazing as Leif Davis. Williams. Davis comes out to press. The press is good here from us, but they are playing the ball quite nicely in Millwall, which doesn't seem very likely, but we'll go with it. Malumbi. Oh, don't do this. But Varson's in. Oh, is that him scoring a 1-on-1? That our strikers never score. So. Sorry, what was that? Bollocks. John Daddy Bodvarsson from absolutely nowhere. They play brilliant football out. Mullenby, it's a great ball over the top. And welcome back, Liam Cooper. Last time you were on camera, mate, you were sensational. So good to see you're keeping up the form. And there you go, they've had one shot. It's funny. It's good because I've never seen it before. I've never seen them have one shot and score ever. It's brilliant. Love it. Davis hits the ball, goes absolutely nowhere. Kishner's carrying a knock. That's always good to see. I don't have enough injuries in my life actually, to be fair, so it's good. You know, I could do with another one. White on the ball, carrying it forward. Nice run. Phillips, Hernandez. Good ball to Kishner. Kishner hits it. Ricardo Kishner. I said I needed him to come back to form. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ricardo. Yes. Lovely ball there by Hernandez. Kishner gets out his feet. Guy steps in, gives him just enough room, and he whips one into the far corner. Get him. Well done, Ricardo. Carrying a knock or not, doesn't matter. Let's just go stuff them. Please. Harrison. Out to Phillips. Phillips whips a ball in. Davis hits it on the volley. Unlucky, mate. Great effort. Let's just make sure we get a third. Let's not go too OTT, okay? Great bit of play by Harrison to pick the ball up. Harrison tees it back to Phillips. Phillips to Hernandez. Back to Phillips. Davis. He loves the shot. Kishner's in. Kishner gets a second. And Do I count that as a one-on-one? Maybe. But he didn't have time to think about it, which is why he scored. Ricardo Kishner is carrying us through this poor period at the moment. Well, at least today he is. He's been part of the problem recently, but at least he responds when I give him some crap. Do you know what I mean? He responds to me when I tell him off. And he's doing brilliantly today. Get him, Ricardo. 3-1. Surely that's it. It's a bruised knee for Kishner as well, and I am going to take him off at half-time. I'm going to say passionately, though, I'm very happy with the performance. Literally, they've had one moment. Other than that, they've offered absolutely nothing. Klitsch is going to come on, and I'm actually going to move Hernandez out there so he can play out on the left-hand side. And I'm going to get him playing as an advanced playmaker on that side as well. And I'm going to take Leif Davis off as well. Berardi can go out to the left-hand side. Leif can come off. And I'm going to bring on Jamie Shackleton, who we can apparently play as a right-back as well. Let's give him a go, just because I need Luke Ayling to get back to full fitness. The last thing I need to do is knacker any more of my players out. I don't want to change the style, but I just want to make sure that maybe I need to take care of my players a little bit more. Kassir into Cooper. Oh, Charlton equalised against Fulham. That's good news. Well done, boys. Shackleton. No one really wants this first place, really. Neither us nor Fulham actually want it at all. Every time that we get the chance to kind of keep it, we both go, nah, mate, you have it. Hernandez, good ball out to Berardi. Go on, mate, whip a pass in. Or not. Berardi does whip it in. Klitsch, he's missed it. He's unlucky, but Jack Harrison tucks it away, and a good bit of play by Kitch there. Good play by Klitsch here, actually. You can tell he heads it away straight away, but then has the, he's just aware enough to slot it over to Harrison, who can just tuck it into the back of the net. Good stuff. Thank God for that. 4-1. I don't want to say we're back. It's too early to say we're back. We need to do this consistently. And consistency is the key, and the one thing we've been missing all season. The only time we've really been consistent was right at the start of the year, where we obviously had that big running streak. Ever since then, I don't think we've really kind of coped with dropping points, and we've found it really difficult on how to deal with that. But the more we learn to cope with it, the better. Plus, if we go to the Premier League, we better get used to it. Okay, passionately say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Well done, boys. That was so much more like it. That's the kind of performance I've come to expect from us as a team. Much more like it. Kishner's injured for 1 to 3 days. In all fairness, I'm not that bothered about the FA Cup. I was mean to him earlier, and I said I expected more, so it's only fair that I praise him when he responds. So well done, Kishner. You were absolutely magic, mate. Well done. So as you can tell, it's just inconsistent. It's been a very inconsistent month. I'm hoping that what will end up happening now, though, is that we've got a lot of time between games, especially if we go out of the FA Cup. We'll have a lot of time between games to kind of get ourselves prepped and ready and performing in the right manner. We've got a number of, I was actually going to say easier fixtures, but really we don't. We have a really big number of difficult fixtures actually coming up. These are all very crucial, and I think we'll have to come back for the Bristol City at home and then the Reading at home games, because they are ultimately very important. The game against Reading is going to be absolutely massive as it stands, and you can tell Bristol City, after a pretty poor start, have snuck their way back into the playoffs, and they're obviously in a very decent run of form, so we need to be there and we need to be ready. Hopefully the new signings of Darame and Penaranda and of course Wes Morgan will hit the ground running. Let's blooming well hope so, because we need it. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Sorry I was a bit arsey in the first game. I was just a little bit upset. But I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do drop a like, share and subscribe, and until I see you for the next episode of my Leeds Save, stay cool. Don't know why I went a bit musical there. I'm just happy. I want a game. Yes.